This segment's about telling the truth in legal situations. I represent a lot of people who are making personal injury claims, workers' compensation claims, and truth telling is very important. Okay, the old saying is the truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. And that is very true in the legal setting. So let me give you some examples. Okay, workers' comp cases. Often I hear the same story. I get a call from someone, hey, I got hurt on the job. When did you get hurt? Well, it was about 10, 12 days ago. Okay, did you go to the hospital? Yes, I went to the hospital. Did you tell the doctor that you got hurt on the job? No, I didn't tell the doctor I got hurt on the job. I told the doctor I got hurt in my backyard digging a ditch. Why'd you do that? Well, my employer said if I said that, he'd take care of me. Well, you could tell how that story ends. That was a broken promise that resulted in 0 workers' comp awards. And it outlines the importance of telling the truth even when you're told not to tell the truth. You got to think of what the motives are of those folks that are suggesting that you lie. Another example is the client who was in a serious motor vehicle accident, goes to the hospital, goes to see his doctor, and his doctor suggests physical therapy. So he's sent to physical therapy for 6, 7 weeks, something like that, 3 times a week. And he's got a lot of problems, and the case ultimately comes down to settlement position where we have to get all the records of the therapy. And the therapist records from 3 weeks after the accident contains a quote that my client was out shoveling snow for 6 hours without pain. And I called him up, I said, what the heck is going on there? I thought you were seriously hurt. He says, I was seriously hurt. I said, did you say that you were able to go shovel snow for 6 hours on February 3rd without pain? Yeah. I said, why did you say that? He says, well, the therapist was really hot. I was trying to impress her. Well, okay. You might have impressed that hot physical therapist, but you cost yourself thousands of dollars by stating a lie. I used to do defense work on personal injury cases. And in most cases, I would take a deposition of the person who was filing the lawsuit. And in the course of questioning that person, I would necessarily ask, what are the things that you can no longer do because of your injuries from the accident? And you'd hear a variety of things. Well, one particular lady said, I can't go bowling anymore. Oh, did you go bowling? Yeah, I bowled all the time. I was in a league. We bowled at least once a week, maybe several times. And on the day before the settlement conference, I turned open the Toledo Blade, and there was that lady's name at the very top of the bowling standings as rolling more than a 700 series that week. So again, I brought this to the attention of her lawyer, and he went into the room and came out and he said, well, she lied about the bowling. I said, well, it really doesn't matter whether she lied about the bowling to the newspaper or whether she lied on her deposition as to whether she could bowl or not. She's cooked, and she was. Finally, on deposition, if you're suing someone and you give your deposition, you're going to be asked on injury cases about your prior health history. And it's important that you be truthful and upfront about any type of injuries, musculoskeletal problems, surgeries, fractures, anything like that you've had in the past. Okay? Every once in a while, someone who's making such a claim denies that they've had prior back, neck, whatever type of injuries. And in a recent example, I had a client who did that, and then the lawyer on the other side of the table, that mean old defense lawyer, pulled out an MRI from 10 months earlier on the low back and said, how come you had this MRI in the low back? And she says, let me see that. Oh, I forgot. That's not good. You've got to be upfront and honest in these cases. We can deal with pre-existing injuries. We can't deal with people that can't tell the truth. I'm Mike Bruno, an attorney with Charles Boyk Law Offices. If you need legal assistance in Ohio or Michigan, contact our office. We can help you get on the road to recovery.